We're back now to our top story of the day. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot dead during an event in Utah Valley University.
He founded Turning Point USA with chapters at colleges across the country, including at FIU. And today we're hearing from a state representative who started that chapter with Kirk.
And Local 10's Jackie Pascal is reporting from FIU for us.
Kirk founded Turning Point USA at the age of 18, and now 13 years later, there are hundreds of chapters at colleges all across the country, including here at FIU. And today I spoke with the man who started this chapter with Kirk. He says he is mourning his friend, and he knows his legacy will live on.
If you allow murderers to live, it's an insult to the victim.
Charlie Kirk, known for his conservative messaging at college campuses across the U.S.
When I ran for office for the first time, he was one of the first calls I received.
But to his friends, his faith.
You could argue whether or not he pointed right or center in some political spectrums, but he always pointed upwards.
State Representative Juan Carlos Porras says he met Kirk 10 years ago when they started one of the first Turning Point University chapters in Florida at FIU.
It was one of the largest student-led organizations at that time on campus. We had about 500 members, and he was beyond grateful, beyond honored. He was on campus multiple times.
He had a big influence on my life personally, and who I am today.
And it's still going strong today. Isabel Garcia is on the board of the current FIU chapter, furthering the original mission, championing liberty, free markets, and Christian values. And she says those ideals should not lead to violence.
You can disagree with somebody, but to do it in a way where it takes somebody's life, I think that's very wrong. And I think that if people can't see that, then we have a lot of work to do.
Porras reiterating that message.
I think students my age and younger are now going to feel the weight of his words.
Saying Kirk's legacy will live on.
Somebody that, could not be defeated by words, that had to be defeated, unfortunately, by force and by a bullet.
University of Miami held its own vigil last night in honor of Kirk, and I'm told that FIU's chapter of Turning Point is holding its vigil sometime next week. At FIU, Jackie Pascal, Local 10 News.